Hi everyone. Today we'll be talking about character encoding, and this is important because you want to know what you're going to use for real life programs versus what you're going to use during your leak code interviews. And just knowing the difference between ASCII and Unicode, um, it's pretty important as a programmer. So to start, ASCII is the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. There are other encoding systems in other countries that cover, different symbols, and we'll talk about that towards the end. But ASCII is your most basic English encoding system. It's basically everything that you see on a keyboard. So uppercase, lowercase letters, spaces, digits, all of the symbols above your digits on the keyboard as well. And you're going to see these used more during your leak code interviews, especially if your input, they're asking you to do like string counters and you're using a frequency counter array. You're going to use the ASCII value to place characters in certain order in the index in an array. So you want to make sure that the input is only ASCII values, right? And that is because Unicode, so ASCII values, they only have 128 characters, where Unicode has 140,000. And they cover characters, not just the ASCII values, but characters from other languages, emojis, and math symbols that you don't typically see on your keyboard, so like Sigma. And this is the standard for what you should be using in your real life programs, not just because of the other languages and you want if you're making a application that it can be used globally, you're going to want to be able to intake characters from other languages, but also for emojis. Even YouTube allows emojis, different languages, and I'd imagine if you're going to be adding, advanced math, you're going to want to be able to use those math symbols. So in your real life applications, use UTF-8. There's also UTF-16 and UTF-32. The difference, there's a much deeper explanation of this, but they have different byte sizes for their characters. UTF-8 is the standard of what I've seen in applications. I know Java uses UTF-16 internally, so I feel like that's much like lower level. And UTF-32, I have never seen it used in real life. I just know that it is more memory intensive. So unless you know for sure like that is what you need, I would stick to just using UTF-8. So some of the other encoding systems, this is not complete, but just wanted to touch on some. Japanese has Shift JIS, Chinese, there's like Big Five. There's also the ISO 8859, and then each of the dashes here, it'll be like dash 1 through whatever, just covers different regions. And even for those, maybe they're not used as much, but it is just important to know that there are encoding systems other than English. So that is all for the encoding systems talk. If you have any questions or if you've seen any other encoding system used in an application, feel free to comment below. I always want to know like what use cases there are that I've never ran into. But I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.